In today's news, the timely announcements for Ripple and XRP just don't stop. There are so many major catalysts incoming. Project Pax, for example, a Japanese stablecoin initiative, is coming out very soon. Incurred as well, who supports Ripple and XRP, have just received approval from the regulators for a BITS license, so it means that they can now operate in New York, which is very big. Furthermore, the FOMC meeting is in just 2 days' time as well, which has a high chance of there being more rate cuts. Ultimately, the crypto market seems to be preparing for another big leg up. Bitcoin is making new all-time highs as we speak, now at $107,000, and XRP is currently valued at $2.45, up roughly 0.34% on the daily time frame. And XRP's movement right now is a result of the official confirmation that the wallet list for the RUSD has been released, and that tomorrow, the start date of the FOMC meeting, tomorrow the RLUSD will be available to trade, available to the public. This is groundbreaking, such huge news, and we have some very big connection to the RUSD and the Federal Reserve to showcase later on in this video, so don't go anywhere. But as we can see here from Fox Business journalist Elena Terrett, tomorrow, Tuesday 17th of December, the RUSD will be going live. Ripple stablecoin will be available on Uphold, MoonPay, Archex, and Coinmina, with the 3 remaining partnerships being Bitso, Bullish, and Bitstamp following in the upcoming weeks, and many more platforms will be scrambling to launch this stablecoin, and this will be bringing mass adoption and demand to Ripple and the XRP ledger, thus likely causing a significant price appreciation for XRP. There are many more major catalysts to follow. The release of the RUSD, which is inherently bullish for XRP as well, like the fact that early next year, Ripple Payments will use RLUSD to facilitate global payments on behalf of its enterprise customers. Very big news. Why? We'll take a look at this post here. These 3 Japanese mega banks right now, being MUFG, FMBC, and Mizuho. These 3 banks are using Ripple, and they are all involved in Project Pax, a stablecoin initiative. The RLUSD couldn't come at a better time. These enterprise customers are integrated with the SWIFT network and Ripple, so they are using traditional and blockchain based financial systems. This initiative goes live next year and will allow the RUSD to operate across the SWIFT network, facilitated by the XRP ledger, which is absolutely game changing. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse did warn you, remember, a little while back, to watch out for the RUSD and what is in store next year, 2025. Take a listen.
Than I've ever been.
That's exciting. What about the next 5 years in Ripple? What are you excited about? Or at least let's do 2025. Let's start there.
2025. Well, look, obviously we're entering a new business line with our stablecoin. Custody has continued to grow. We certainly think that the core of our business around cross-border payments has continued to grow and adding more customers globally. So, look, we're almost 1,000 employees and quite optimistic about continuing to grow there. But again, I really do focus on, I want crypto to win. The tribalism that has infected crypto over the past 5 years, I think, is starting to go away. I'm bullish on so many projects. Ripple has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in other crypto projects. We will continue to do that because we think if crypto wins, we're all going to win.
So ultimately, as bullish and as profitable as 2024 has been so far for us, crypto and XRP as a whole, we've seen nothing yet. 2025 next year is going to be even more mind-blowing, which is why I created a Discord server where over 500 of us right now are working towards achieving financial freedom, spreading our knowledge in order to become as rich as possible in this cycle and cycle to follow. If you want to click the link in the description below, because the RUSD has also created a very clear and bullish bridge to Ripple, XRP, and the Federal Reserve. Once more, Elena Terrett here reports Ripple will add 2 new members to its advisory board. Former governor of the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, which is very bullish news. So the BRICS nations, which I shouldn't need to tell you how massive that is, but also the former first vice president and COO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. Very big news. So now the board will create a connecting bridge to Ripple, the BRICS, and the Fed. So America, therefore. This right here is an Avengers level team if I've ever seen one. Chris Larsen, former chair of the FDIC, former CEO of the Center Consortium, and now 2 new members who used to work for very high profile positions. Some would argue that they leveled up by joining Ripple, truth be told. But in regards to this man here, Ken Montgomery, the former vice president and COO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. He was a crucial part, the program executive of the Fed Now service. In fact, there's even a video here where I'll link it in the description below, where you can hear him explain how the Fed Now instant payments will work. And I'll give you a little spoiler. They are working with Ripple and XRP and now the RUSD. Ripple is a part of the Fed Now Faster Payment Task Force Committee after all. So that's a very big connection, and proof that XRP will be working with the Fed is very, very clear to me. Now, in regards to the RUSD, Ripple CTO David Schwartz does warn investors to not FOMO into the RUSD, that there may be supply shortages in the early stages, which is expected given the mass demand surrounding the RUSD and XRP right now by retail and institutions alike. But with Ripple's technology, the RUSD and XRP, and institutional partnerships, they are gearing up to potentially save America's financial deficit. Trump and Ripple are the recipe to success, in my opinion. In this video here from Professor St. Oj, he highlights that the convenience that Janet Yellen suddenly calls for an urgent need to cut spending or risk a financial crisis. Funny how it was all sunshine and rainbows when Biden was in power, but the moment Trump takes over, we are all now in trouble. Take a listen.
At last week's Wall Street Journal CEO Summit, Janet had the balls to now say, quote, "I'm concerned about fiscal sustainability, and I'm sorry we haven't made more progress. I believe the deficit needs to be brought down." Now, more progress is a hilarious way to phrase it, as Treasury Secretary Janet's post-COVID deficits were 1.4 trillion, 1.7 trillion, and according to the CBO, it will be 1.9 trillion this year. If that's progress, I would hate to see regress. In the 7 years before COVID, deficits averaged $700 billion a year across Democrat and Republican presidents. During COVID, it jumped to 3.1 trillion deficit. Thing is, after COVID, they didn't go back to 700 billion. The 3 fiscal years since COVID, deficits are averaging 1.7 trillion. So they used COVID to seize an extra 2.4 trillion, and once it was over, they kept 1.2, half. Where did it all go? Did you see fewer potholes, safer cities, better border security, perhaps Walgreens where the razor blades are not locked up? Of course not, because the million-strong federal bureaucracy absorbs trillions and craps out DEI, regulations, and wars. Yellen, Biden, and Jerome Powell have dug a hole so deep we will need Elon's $2 trillion in cuts just to break even. Meaning, as Janet now admits, either Doge succeeds in chainsawing spending Malay style, or a financial crisis will do it for us.
This is ultimately why Trump is so bullish on crypto and its inherent use in the financial economy to save America's financial crisis. This is why he will fast-track regulatory clarity and frameworks and policies soon after his inauguration on January 20th, which is only a month away from now. And as documented here, institutional investors will prefer regulation-compliant service providers to gain exposure to crypto. Trillions will be flooding into crypto this space very, very soon, and those like XRP who are compliant with regulations will survive the inevitable crypto culling. And XRP, in my belief, will fare better than most as well, considering that they are the first and only real asset to receive clearance in the court of law to be deemed not a security. So they have the best compliance out of any crypto project in this space right now. And this regulatory clarity will also reduce volatility in the crypto market, maturing it. Now, that is in the future to be, but what you will see first is considerable price spikes and a great wealth transfer, especially with that of Ripple and XRP. Its price is going to go so much higher from here. So do your own research, come chill chat and learn more in the Discord server link below, and I'll see you in the next one.